Welcome to this special series program of GARE Science. You will know more about religion, issues facing it and possible solutions. We doing this to correct the world. Thanks for interest to listen. Good luck.
And you're welcome to Understanding Religion Series 2 and of Gary Science's podcast. And make sure you follow, like, share wherever you see this video. Like, share, follow this page carrying this video. Follow the YouTube channel carrying this video because it's gonna be really fantastic if you do so. So we want to talk today about the last series we talked about, which is series 1. We talked about how the environment of the Bible heroes, how it could have influenced how the heroes of the Bible saw the future, and how it could have influenced them and in their writing, and how it could have influenced how the Bible was interpreted and how the future was actually predicted or portended. So for today, we want to talk about how we can understand the works of God better, and because in religion is comfortable to some people, while to others it is comfortable with them. But here is something you should also know about religion. Religion was created to solve problems in the old days, in the back days, but sometimes solutions do fail. Sometimes solutions are not do fail, and usually might not prove 100% active or effective anymore. Sometimes that's how it is, sometimes it is not, sometimes, and it just deals with the individual. So, and some people are uncomfortable with religion, some are comfortable with it, some are so happy about it, but here's what we all should understand, that it was a solution to problems at that time. Now check, so religion also helped people to survive so that their genes can be passed on from generation to generation. Like, religion can be taken as a phenotypical thing, a phenotypical experience. Like, genetically, no one is religious. When you were born, you're not born with the Bible in your head. You had to learn all these things, okay? And some of all these things helped the people back then to survive and pass on their genes up until they have given birth to you. So we should understand this, that this is true. And this is understanding this first will help you understand that nobody should actually be forced into any religion in any way. Why? Because this is phenotypical thing. Like, we have genetic things. Genetic things are things that are inherited, that come from our genes, and the closest door to God is genes, right? It's the genetics of man. That's the closest door to God, because without God, there's an activation. The battery, for instance, you have a circuit. A circuit consists of a battery and a load, wires, right? The path through which electrons flow constitute a circuit. Now, if you put a battery and you connect a load, which is a bulb, to the battery is like the supplier of the electrons. When electrons flow, they do work, and they light the bulb. So that is how humans are too. Like, we have this source that keeps us alive, that keeps the body. The body is like a machine that keeps the machine alive, that keeps the machine working. There is this source. This source is what we term God. Some people call it source energy. Abraham Hicks, they call it source energy. Some call it the universe, this and that. But we all know that there is a source that lights up us up all the time, that lights up the universe. There is a source, but the nature and form of that source is what is unknown. But the nature and form of the source can never be a bigger human being. Some people say God is a bigger human being. Like, that is a big lie, because if you check right now, you look into the battery right now. If I create a circuit right now and I put a bulb in it and the bulb lights up, and I ask you right now to tell me, hey, what did I use to light up the bulb? Now, if you use alternating current and you touch the wires with your hands, you're gonna feel shock, right? And if you know that electrons can cause that shock now, and you don't see the battery, but when you touch the wire, you get the shock, you can definitely say, hey, maybe electrons flow through this wire. That's why I felt this shock. And because electrons flow through this wire, because I felt this shock, meaning electrons movement is what is constituting this lighting of this bulb. Then if this is true, that means a battery is the source of the electricity. Even if you're not seeing the electricity, you're not seeing the battery, you can guess from the product of what is going on there in the circuit. That's just how it is too in real life. Like we don't know the form of God, we don't know the shape of God, but one thing we know is there's rapid improvement in every living thing. Let's call it evolution. There's rapid improvement. This shows that God is intelligence.